Hello and welcome to the Calgary Institute for the Humanities 37th Annual Community Seminar. Each year, the Calgary Institute for the Humanities identifies a theme of pressing interest. This year, our theme is Water in the West, Rights of Water, Rights to Water.
Almost half of Alberta's water is used for irrigation. And irrigation is a consumptive use, right? Very little of that water returns to the watershed. The current licensing scheme, though, does not encourage water conservation. There's no requirements to limit your production. There's no requirements to use any particular technology.
But this mercury that was already sitting within those rivers is now being released through the new mining activity, specifically the mining activity at the Victor mine, but also the series of exploratory drillings that are now taking place.
But then we have a Virginia Tech research team reporting that Flint's water supplies had up to a lead content of 13,200 parts per billion. So it's important to kind of recognise that the EPA says a safe maximum lead content level is 15 parts per billion, and water is considered hazardous waste if it reaches 5,000 parts per billion. So we're looking at water that was reaching 13,000.
These rising mercury levels are disproportionately impacting Indigenous women and youth and unborn children in the territory. Women are reporting increased rates of infertility, birth deformities, and miscarriages. And we're also now seeing rising rates of autism in Treaty 9 that are being tied to the rising mercury levels.
A study by Mona Hanna-Attisha analyses elevated lead levels in children at Flint associated with the water crisis. And the authors highlight not only policy failure, they also form a correlation between socio-economically disadvantaged neighbourhoods and greatest elevated blood lead level.
The right to vote in federal elections came in 1960. In contrast, women gained the right to vote in 1919.
And this, prompted a report to come out by the Michigan Civil Rights Commission that determined that the structural and systemic racism combined with implicit bias led to decisions and actions and consequences in Flint that would never have occurred in white communities such as Ann Arbor and Birmingham.
It criminalized the hiring of lawyers to advance Indian claims or raising funds to do so from 1927 until 1951. So even if you could make a claim, right, you couldn't hire a lawyer to do it without permission of the Indian Department, which of course was never given.
For many elders in Mushkegowuk territory, they continue to worry about the well-being of Kistachewan and other bodies of water in our home territory, and specifically disruptions to Mushkegowuk people's ability to renew our relationships with water and to protect and govern our local waterways as they're becoming entangled in the newest wave of resource extraction that's now taking place.
The Department of Indian Affairs never applied for water licenses, right, as they were required to do, and that's an ongoing issue today. And finally, there's never been a court case, none, interpreting Indigenous water rights, right? No case. So it's basically an open season.
So what really turned the political dial on the Flint water crisis were protests by residents and an active culture built around citizen science, whereby everyday people began to participate in collecting important water samples that would be used to develop a case.
We have to recognize that Indigenous people have been doing this work all along. This resistance and resurgence work has been going on all along. And it's been going on at the intimate scale within the community, and it's been going on within Canadian legal and political spaces.
They think of themselves as ancestors. So it's very future-oriented in how they approach, many aspects of their life. They're thinking 7 generations ahead. Which I think is a really healthy way to kind of combat this sort of short-sighted, short time frame within which a lot of our own political systems operate.
If we're really going to renew relationships, that this also means that Indigenous communities are renewing our relationships with each other, going back to that quote from Elder Stanley Stevens, but also that settler Canadians are thinking about, well, what does it mean for me to be accountable to the Indigenous political and legal orders of the territories that I come from, that I live and work on?